Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing some casting of a non-flat mold in my Rotocaster. This is the first time I'm doing one that's non-flat, and it's been a bit of a tricky thing to get on here. But I wanted to show the process of how I'm going to actually cast this piece. It actually is going to have a piece of threaded rod that goes down the center of it. Then it's got a plug that goes in here that plugs up the resin, and then I have basically a clamped, I can't get this on here, a clamped cap that goes on here that will keep back pressure on there. So hopefully it'll turn out. Wish me luck. Try to make sure I don't pour too much in there at once so that it doesn't catch bubbles. I want to make sure I get a nice stream. And then below me on the ground I've got two slop molds. Those are just open molds in case I have too much resin. I can just dump into those. It's always nice to have overflow because sometimes you I weighed out a previous casting of the sculpture, but in case my weigh is off and I've got extra resin, not a big deal. And if I don't have quite enough, you know, the rod is going to displace some of that resin, and I'm sure it's going to make a little bit of a mess, but that's just the nature of this type of casting. And then with the rotocasting, any air pockets that are here are going to be filled with the rotation. Now I'm fitting the backing plate on. First time I'm doing this, so I've got a 7-minute work time resin, so hopefully that will give me enough time to get all this together. It's tricky to do this with freaking gloves on though, I gotta say. And the duct tape is just extra precaution, just in case. Okay, here we go. Blast off. Oh boy, we got resin coming out. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh shit. That's not supposed to happen. No, fuck! This is what happens when you don't do it right. Damn it. Alright, so I didn't account for I didn't think, oh shit, it came back out. I put a glove in there to try to stop the resin from coming out. Now we're back to it. Fuck. Okay, let's try again. Because the mold is not balanced on there very well, just the nature of this mold, it swings funny and it has trouble getting over. So I have to get to enough of a speed so that it actually just gets over. It's very herky-jerky. I lost probably half the resin, but because it's rotational cast, hopefully it will be able to retain enough of it in there for me to get a clean casting. This was an unintentional mess, and what can happen if you fuck up. Hey everybody, so I cast this thing at lunch. It was a bit of a disaster. I'll show some of the footage. Let the resin fly! But I started to take the silicone off, and so for the most part it's looking pretty good. I had a fill spot here. You can see where I added some more. I have a tiny hole here and I injected some in there. I've had this issue before to fill this layer here. Hey everybody, I just want to talk really quickly about casting that I did last night. Had a lot of trouble with this. The machine that I rotocast this on was kind of a disaster. I didn't know if it was going to come out, but luckily it did. I had to do some filling here and there, but I'm really happy with this cast. And this is the first time I've been able to integrate the stand into the sculpture itself. My previous versions had the stand coming out of the back, Now I've integrated the all thread. This is a piece of all thread that runs all the way up to about here. So now all I have to do is basically mount it. It's going to go right to where her third eye is on this piece here, and there you go.